How's it going, everybody? Great Say Geek here, and today we're actually going to backtrack a little bit and react to the Dragon Age Veilguard official gameplay reveal that was released a couple months ago. Obviously, I'm very behind. I didn't watch all of this. I think I saw little snippets of it. But after watching the recent trailer of Dragon Age, I thought I'd go back and react to this. Like I said in my last reaction video, I've had a hard time getting into Dragon Age. I don't know a whole lot about the lore. So my opinions of the game are going to be very different from somebody who's very adept and knowledgeable about Dragon Age. But I think with that being said, before this releases, because we're definitely going to try it out no matter what, I think we're going to start posting some videos of playing through Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Inquisition. I don't know if we'll finish all of them before Veilguard comes out, especially with how much stuff is coming out. But we'll give it a shot and at least hopefully refamiliarize ourselves with the universe. But let's go ahead and play this gameplay reveal trailer here and see what it's like. Oh, another thing too, I understand this is 2 months old. I understand they're gonna have, it's gonna look better and all that stuff, but I get it's a little bit old, so. So obviously the video was mostly disliked, so there's obviously stuff in this trailer that most people have not really liked. The rain looks good.
We don't want to look conspicuous.
The rain looks good.
Get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus.
And kind of what I mentioned in my previous reaction trailer, and this may just be me. I think visually this game does look good, but it also is mingled with, like, I don't know, I feel like the characters, I would have preferred if they looked a little more realistic instead of, they just kind of look like they're made of plastic with a little bit better textures on them, you know. But that's just me. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but for me it's I would have preferred a little more realistic look, I think.
I have to talk him down.
Okay, let's see here. A little cutscene. Alright. They look like they animate pretty well, though, for the most part.
We've got to help her.
Yeah, I heard people talking, they did change, which in the beginning of this video, Rook, I think it said his name was Rook, it was a custom character, so it's nice. I wasn't sure in the other trailer if we were going to create our own character, if they were going to be like set characters, but I think all the previous ones you've created a character, so that makes sense. Which it seems like they're maybe changing the custom character each trailer they do. So, we'll see. I'm interested to see on the combat. So Solus, I never finished Inquisition, but I understand Solus was in Inquisition, the previous game, and he like betrays you or something like that. Spoiler alert. Betrays you. And I think this sets up for whatever this game is. Alright, demons are cool.
Through the cracks. And when the veil comes down completely,
pick them off. Pick them all off.
then the whole world is going to look a lot like
Big monster. Okay. Pretty cool creature.
Come on,
So far, for what I've seen, it looks like a game that I would enjoy playing, but then they're just walking through and it's very cinematic right now. Oh. Okay, let's see some combat here.
You're safe now.
Is that the?
Slide and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
I know, I forget her name, but I'm assuming she's in Inquisition. I can't remember her name.
Harding, you all right?
Yes,
I'm
Harding.
doing what I can
That's
to
what it
help.
is.
The ritual must be
Okay.
weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen
So
this
I wonder if
come through
this
the
is a
veil
direct
in
sequel.
years.
Is your custom character assuming, however you pick your custom character, is it assuming that you did everything that was in Inquisition? Yeah, I like dialogue options. I'd like to see some, like, just like, you know, any RPG, some replayability with that, of how you want to
Agreed. Solus
approach
isn't
things.
waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
Right over there. All right, I think they said he's what, a
The
rogue.
meeting point?
Let me show, which isn't really the playstyle that I like,
Grabbed it before
but
we arrived and paid off the bar
still
owner
should
to
be
keep it quiet.
cool. I was hoping to see some like warrior gameplay.
Detective did something
Or even,
to
like,
dissolve a
mage.
cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori
Voice
took
acting
Ned
seems
to
good.
Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there,
I
Hardy?
assume these are all the same voice actors
Look,
too
you're
that
with the Shadow
played their
Dragons. I figured
characters.
you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but
And here's the thing too. I grew up on playing like older BioWare games, like
Don't worry.
you know,
Scavenging's my specialty.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. My brother is a big Dragon Age fan. He played
Got company.
the older games. I didn't. But I really do hope, like, I don't want to sound negative on anything that because I really hope this game succeeds and does well. You know, I don't want to see BioWare. I feel like if BioWare flops this game, it's not going to be good for them, especially with the happening to Anthem. But let's see the combat. I like the minimal UI. I do like that. Okay, let's see. Combat seems pretty fluid, which is nice. I like the little flips. Does seem pretty cool. The way the health bars show up kind of reminds me. Actually, kind of feels like, looks like Hogwarts Legacy, like the way that it's set up a little bit. I don't know. That's kind of a weird comparison, but
I think
that was the first thing I
last
thought of was like Hogwarts Legacy
Let's get to
gameplay.
Dumont Plaza and find Nev. Patch yourselves up if
I think
you
the
need
UI kind of looks like it. Okay. So I don't see. I think he did bring up some skills. Maybe I missed it, but
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that
Okay.
destroy everything?
I don't know. You guys will have to let me know too in the comments if there's been like a character creator trailer.
before the veil, and he wants to
Because
bring
I'd be curious to know if there's a character creator, unless it shows it in this.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Okay.
Venatori cultists!
And also, I can't really say, you know, obviously we have a lot of the trailer left of like why there's so many dislikes and likes. I don't know if it's because of the way it's represented and looks, or if that's just a lot of you guys who are Dragon Age fans that are like, nope, this don't look good. Because one thing I had heard that the newer trailer makes this game feel a bit darker than this trailer, but we'll have to see. Obviously, in a few months they've changed things, so they've wanted to put it together. But I like, at least in this one, so far the enemies he's fighting, they're not like huge damage sponges. I'm sure you're gonna have enemies that do take a lot more time to kill. So far combat seems really basic though. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of abilities, unless he's using abilities and I'm just not seeing it.
We're sliding down.
Which, you know, I don't mind simple action gameplay either. That's not really a problem for me. I mean, okay, there's some skills right there. Okay. Okay, use the ability to pause the action, choose from Rook's abilities. Okay, there we go. I want to see some abilities. Now, I wonder if you have to pause it to use abilities, or if you can just use them, you know, kind of free-flowing. Okay. I also want to know, because I think Inquisition had a multiplayer component to it. I don't know how popular that was. I remember playing that with my brother a little bit. But I wonder if this will have some type of multiplayer element too. Okay. So he just keeps using basic attacks. Looks like there's a kind of a charger heavy. Okay. Let's see some more skills. Here we go. So he only has the one ability right now. Well, I mean, which makes sense. I guess this is like the beginning of the game, or alluding that it's kind of the beginning, since he just picked up his gear. So I get that. I get that. Do get that. Okay, don't know who she is.
Not the worst timing.
Ice Mage. Private investigator.
So good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have.
Yeah, I want to know how the magic is. When I played Inquisition, I actually didn't really like magic that much, but I didn't really play that much of it, so I didn't really get to see like the end high level stuff.
Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local.
But I know when I play, I'm gonna either play as like a warrior fighter type character, or if the magic looks cool, maybe do that. But I usually play like a warrior.
Some old friend said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus.
You get right to the
A
point.
little more dialogue options. It's good to see that the protagonist is
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of
voice
old
acted.
magic, similar to what you get in Elven ruins.
Elven Ruins.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go.
Okay.
Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse.
Like, you see how the
this
faces
ritual
and everything
is
just look
more
so
powerful than
like
a dozen mages.
I don't know how to describe it, like very like, it's almost like too clean.
Told you he was an
Like
ancient
everything's just
elven
there's no
god.
really texture. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like a piece of plastic, which I'm not a big fan
It's
of.
causing trouble in my city.
I think everything else on the characters looks pretty good though. It's definitely a step up from Inquisition. I did not think characters in Inquisition looked good at all, for the most part. The team discovers Solus' hideout and an Illuvian gate, the portal he used to escape the city of Minrathos. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I
Minrathous.
know these trees.
Yeah, I was
This
close. I was close.
is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like
That looks
it.
cool. I wonder how long this game's gonna be too. I'm not sure how long Inquisition and the other games are normally. But for what we saw in the new trailer and this trailer, it seems like there's a decent bit of enemy variety. Which is nice. Okay, right into the combat. So he's got like an overshield, it looks like. But very weak. Okay. Now, I think in Inquisition, you could, like, control your party members, or... Man, it's been so long. Yeah, I think you could, like, switch to them if you wanted to. So I wonder if you can do that here, or if they just play on their own, or if you can tell them to use abilities and whatnot, or if they just do it completely on their own.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
That'd be curious.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. What could come through?
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep
Okay.
moving and try not
I wonder
to
what they're
think
playing
about
on
it.
too. I can't remember if it said. I don't know if they're playing on like PC or a console. I imagine like a PC. That was their way to the forest. Some forest. All right, big boy's back. Bride Demon. All right, let's see this. This is like a boss fight. Okay, Billy was used to issue commands and direct your companions. Blocked at this early point in the game. Okay, so you can do that. Very nice. I don't like it when I have to be very micromanagey with my companions, but I do like it when I can control them a little bit. You know, it's kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. Like, I like to be able to still use them, but it doesn't feel like it's kind of like not necessarily Baldur's Gate, but like those type of RPGs where you have to really just like get super deep in with those characters, if that makes sense. Maybe that wasn't a really good comparison, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Okay. So he's got some good health. Okay. I actually did like the boss fight at the end of the tutorial in Inquisition. That was pretty. He spawns like all the little minion dudes. Also, let me know down in the comments when I start Dragon Age. My original plan was to play Dragon Age Origins and then the second one and then Inquisition. But for someone who hasn't really gotten into Dragon Age and hasn't really been able to, you know, stick with it that much, let me know which game is probably the best on PC to play first. If I don't see any preference or anything, I'll just start with Origins, but if you guys think that Dragon Age 2 or Inquisition I should start with first, before Veilguard. Obviously, it would be smarter to play Inquisition first because it's a direct, like, prequel to this. But obviously, I think there are characters, like we saw Morgan and stuff, that I don't think was in Inquisition, but is in, like, the older, you know, Origin stuff.
Good enough.
So I'll have to
Let's get
see.
Solus.
I'm hoping the character creator also has a lot more options than I think Inquisition did. I just want to make my character able to look good. You know, like just good options. Okay, there's Solus. There's Solus the traitor. I don't like the Ice Mage's little hat thing she's wearing.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Got the one ring wrapped around his neck.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me.
We're taking the ring to Mordor.
Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs
Yeah.
someone to sell him another option to help him.
I wonder if there's gonna be some tragedy in this game where like Varric or some others will die. Just for change of mind, this is a mistake. You can do it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. All right, I like the approvals and stuff and disapproving.
He was my friend.
So that's one thing about old BioWare and a lot of BioWare games that I like is the ability to choose. And so mine is Anthem, right? Anthem didn't have like anything, but
More demons.
I bet if I gave Dragon Age a shot, I'd actually probably really enjoy the universe. But I don't know like anything about the lore at all. So let's see. I think he's gonna get toasted right here in the gameplay trailer.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
I think in this trailer what they should have done is shown. He seems to look a bit better than he does in Inquisition. It doesn't look as tight, like as thin. That's one thing with the Inquisition, and maybe that's Dragon Age lore too. I don't like that the elves there, like I like elves in fantasy universes where I get most of the time they're more slender than humans, but I don't like them looking like deathly thin, like pixies, like really tiny. But that was one thing that didn't make me really want to play as an elf in Inquisition. Like elves are usually my favorite fantasy race, but Dragon Age they didn't really capture me. So when we play through, we'll probably play as like a human or like a dwarf. Okay. Ice blast. Well, anyways, what I was gonna say is what they should have done is shown combat like later in the game, even if it's not like story stuff, just to like show a lot of the abilities off. Because when you're just seeing basic attacks and like one ability, it's not very like captivating.
You need to listen.
Uh-oh. Eric, you should, if you're gonna pull the trigger, you should have just done it. Didn't he name that crossbow? Didn't he have like a special name for it? I also have no idea why Solus betrayed the party in the last game. I don't know what his motives are, or what's going on.
He's too powerful.
But I take it what he's doing is not a good thing.
If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual at this
But you know what? Like if I play this game, well, I will play it, but if there's a lot of replayability and a lot of choice and it's a decent lengthy campaign, like that's right up my alley. I probably will enjoy it.
raw magic is suicide.
I mean, the combat, as long as the combat is not god awful, I'll still play it.
Fine, but you'll need backup.
I'm not expecting like some high level type combat, but
I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
all right. I would take Neve. He's gonna take Harding, huh? I'd take the mage.
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons off us.
Nev.
You got it.
Yeah, I'd have taken the mage. Alrighty. Stop the ritual. I was actually surprised too that this game was coming out so soon. I know it's been in development for a long time, but seriously, I really hope the guys over at BioWare, their whole team, like I really do hope this is a success for them, because I really do think they need it. Like so far in this trailer, I haven't seen anything that like makes me personally like, oh, this game looks terrible.
Why?
So far it looks interesting.
Knowing all the lives it'll cost.
shared a journey years ago.
Okay.
Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillars.
So I guess he's probably gonna be an interesting
We need to
villain. Is he a villain? Maybe.
with you.
Seems like he's got actually more of a motive for whatever he's doing.
Came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
I like his voice actor. I don't think that was his voice actor in Inquisition. I could be wrong. But he actually kind of sounds like Aemon Targaryen a little bit when he's talking from House of the Dragon. Oh, that's a shame, Solus. This is what happens when you're a traitor. Uh-oh. Oh, well, those his allies? Or what is that? Coming fall 2024, which we know the date now. Yeah, I mean, this picture, like, this does not look good. I'll tell you that. This character does not look good. But that trailer wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know why there's so many dislikes. Let me read some of the comments, maybe. If you can start Dragon Age today, you might be out of the hinterlands by the time Veilguard comes out. Yeah, okay. Why do the demons in the new Dragon Age look like they came out of Cyberpunk instead of the Shade? I don't know if I necessarily thought that. One of my friends got divorced twice since the last Dragon Age. Dang. Let's see. I think I understand that guy that said Fable and Dragon Age switch graphics. So I think there's a graphics comment. I know this doesn't look anything like Fable. It looks more like a Hogwarts Legacy ripoff. Hey, I'm glad I'm not the only person that thought it kind of looked like Hogwarts Legacy. It kind of had that same like vibe to it. What I noticed, no health bar for ally. Ally do minimum to no damage to enemies. Okay, this might have enemies only target your character. This got a lot of replies. They specifically state the companion control is disabled for the preview. They also specifically say this is very early in development footage. That is something I would probably expect this game to happen on release. I'd imagine they would probably... They're probably going to have portraits and health bars for your allies, and they probably will, like, be downed. I'd be very surprised if they were just, like, undying, hardly do anything for your party. Similar to Mass Effect Andromeda, I don't think you can control them this time. Funny thing enough, I never really got into Mass Effect either. I'm very particular when it comes to sci-fi space stuff. Okay, let's see. The demons don't look frightening or even demonic anymore. They just look like floaty lights. Barely feels like a Dragon Age game. It's like a fanfic. The fact we can't even jump between our party is sad. Like, what even is this? Nothing about it feels, sounds nice. But why do the demons look like that? They don't like fearsome. They don't look like fearsome forces of devastation that were feared by Mage and Templar alike. They're just screeching fodder. I didn't think they looked terrible, but here's the thing: when we go back and play some of the other Origins, like Dragon Age games, that might change and be like, oh, I completely get where you're coming from now. Looks like more of a futuristic setting than medieval. So it seems like a lot of these are kind of from Dragon Age fans. I love how they like this one particular post. Bold of them to put such an important character death in a teaser. Rip Bianca, that's the name of the crossbow. I got a lot of likes though. All those upgrades I got for him. Okay. So it seems like a lot of probably these comments, these negative likes are probably coming from Dragon Age fans that this just doesn't feel, at least this particular trailer, right? It seems like the newer trailer was a lot more well received than this one. Let's go ahead and look over there real quick. Yeah, so this one ended up having 39,000 likes, 13,000 dislikes. I forgot to like. I always forget to like the videos or dislike them when I watch them. Try to do better at that. Still a lot of dislikes, but not as much as the previous one. So yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for me, but let me know what you guys think. I know this is kind of a long reaction. I just didn't have a chance to see this. Again, let me know what you're thinking about these trailers that have come out. Are you excited for the game? Are you worried about it? For those of you who are Dragon Age fans, again, let me know which game I should start with before this game comes out. If you want me, it's better just to jump into Inquisition in case I only have time to finish one game before it comes out, because I know we got a lot of stuff coming out the next couple months, or if I should start with like Dragon Age Origins. But let me know. Anyways, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.